Right now, and time to visit with our friends from the YMCA of Greater Des Moines. Joining us in studio right now, Vicki Forsman and Tim Hall are here, and we have big happenings over at the YMCA, getting all geared up, are we?
Yep, we sure do. Jackie Lou, thanks for having us this morning, and good morning, Iowa. We are here this morning. We want the opportunity to share with you about the YMCA of Greater Des Moines and what the annual campaign is all about. And I got to tell you that the YMCA is just a really great place for our community. It fills a void where it brings people together, where our doors are open to everyone. And one of our goals that the board sets forward for us is that we turn no one away from the YMCA due to an inability to pay. And you might ask, how do we do that? We do it through the YMCA annual campaign. That's a campaign that reaches out to the community with about 350 of our volunteers that takes a story of the Y forward, inviting people to come in where we help kids learn all about self-confidence and self-esteem. We teach kids how to be safe around the water. We give kids a place to go after school and during the summer through our summer day camps. And we give these people the opportunity to come in if you can't afford to pay the full price of a program through the YMCA annual campaign. We raise dollars for that. Our goal this year is $1,575,000.
Wow.
Yep, just a small feat to accomplish. But because we live in such a great community and because we have such great volunteer leaders such as Tim Hall that's chairing the campaign this year, the Y accomplishes great things because of the people that are with us.
Well, let's talk to one of those great volunteers. Tim, thank you for joining us this morning. So let's talk about the great work you guys are doing right now with this annual campaign.
Well, the annual campaign runs for 1 month and only 1 month. So it starts out, we've got 10 YMCA locations throughout the Greater Des Moines area. And volunteers staff the entire campaign. So it's made up, as Vicki said, of about 350 volunteers. Now we need the Y staff to keep us on track to make sure we go through things. So Vicki and her support staff help us very much. But each location has its goal. And those goals add up to that. Well, Vicki told me it was 1.6 million, so I guess I have to come up with that extra.
You got to pick up the tab there for a little bit.
We're going to have to pick up a little more, but that's where that number comes from. It's a little more than last year's goal, which we hit. We intend to hit it this year. But the volunteers reach out to other members in the community. They reach out to Y members. But it's all about supporting kids. The scholarships that Vicki talked about with regard to people, nobody's turned away. We have supportive housing, which is unique throughout the Y organization across the country. We do just a number of things, and 2018 is a banner year for the Y, and people probably don't know this very much, but we're going to celebrate 150 years as the second oldest not-for-profit in Iowa. In addition to that, like we were talking earlier, Lou, we're going to open a natatorium downtown finally. Thank God. The water's in. We're heating it up right now.
That's the update, right? The water's in.
The water's in, so you got a scoop right here. So the water's in. We're heating it up.
There it is, right there. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
A little cold right now because it was just pumped in, so it still has some work to do.
I believe it's 55 degrees this morning. The water coming in is at 43 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah, a little chilly.
Just a beautiful sight to see that area completed and now officially filled to the brim with water as well. A little bit more work to go. But you can feel it now. The goal is in sight.
And our goal was to be open by the first part of March, and we're going to hit that. We might even be a little early. So it's really a tremendous effort. But this is going to be a facility that will draw people to the Greater Des Moines area. I mean, we will have swim teams come in. We'll have regional meets. It'll be tremendous, not just for the Wellmark Y, but for all the other Y communities throughout Iowa and specifically the Des Moines Y community. So it's going to be great for us. We're excited.
Now, Tim, I want to ask you, as a volunteer, there's many wonderful opportunities in this community to give back. Why are you passionate about giving back with the Y during this campaign?
I didn't grow up in this community. I grew up in Omaha. You talked about a speaker tonight who's going to come over from Omaha. I don't know that individual, but I do know Omaha. And I, because of a merger with my company and a company over here, American Enterprise Group, I came here 6 years ago. And it was just a natural extension for me to volunteer. I wanted to do something in the community. The Y is important to me because in Omaha, I'm one of 15 kids. I grew up fairly poor. We weren't disadvantaged. We were always clean and we were always fed, but we were fairly poor. And we didn't have extra money for the Y memberships. So because of the scholarships that were available even back then, way back then, Lou,
Right.
way back then. We were able to go to the Y, learn how to swim, play basketball, handball, a number of different opportunities. And for us back then, it was really pretty much sports. But now there's so many other opportunities like aftercare and before care, summer programs that kids can take advantage of. So to me, it's important because of how I grew up, and it's just important because this Des Moines Y system is one of the best in the country. We just need the financial support of the community to be able to continue to give to those who can't afford to come in.
So you had firsthand experience with this.
Oh, I did.
So maybe there's some folks watching right now that would love to send their kids to the Y, but they don't know how to go about taking the steps to make that happen. What would you tell them?
I would tell them to reach out to the Y in their community, and the folks that run each of our facilities are professionals. They know how to get those people the information they need to help them apply for those scholarships if they can't afford. If they can afford, it's still a tremendous alternative for some of the other for-profit sports and health facilities. You got to remember, the Y is a not-for-profit. We don't expect to make any money. It's one of the reasons we go out and raise money every year through this annual campaign so that we can pay the bills and we can be there for anybody who needs the services of the Y throughout the year.
Well, it's amazing to hear something that obviously affected you very dearly and in a passionate way back in the day still gives you great passion now. I'm
not saying that I wasn't a bit of a rascal and they didn't throw me out of the Y once or twice as a young man. But, it was really it was a tremendous opportunity for me, not only me but my siblings and how we grew up, and I think it has that same effect here in Des Moines for kids who need that help.
Yeah, it's wonderful to hear. Now, Vicki, you said this is only a month long with this campaign. So how do we get involved? If we're hearing these passionate stories this morning and realizing on a regular basis when we talk to you guys at the Y of all the amazing programs you have, not just a great place to work out, play sports, but so much more of giving back to the community, how can we now get involved?
You bet. Thanks for asking that. And I'm going to go back to what Tim said. First and foremost, go to the local YMCA in your community. All the staff there understand what we're doing during the month of February to reach this goal in a short 4 weeks. Reach out to them. You can go to our website at dmymca/give, and there's a page up there that you can leave a donation for the YMCA. But again, I want to come back to all the great things that are happening in the community that Tim talked about. We're here, you talked about this so much more, Jackie.
Yeah.
We're here to help kids read at grade level. Really important conversation in our community right now. Kids that come to our programs versus kids that don't come to our programs have shown that they are 3.2 months ahead of their peers by coming to our program called the Starfish Academy during the summer. You saw the picture of the pool. We have the most bodies of water at the YMCA here in Central Iowa that we get the opportunity to manage. So it's our great responsibility to help kids be safe around the water. We ask people to support the program called Safety Around Water and swim lessons. We want to get people in and engaged, teaching them how to be safe around the water. Supportive housing campus and keeping a roof over 140 people's heads that would be homeless or not have anywhere else to go. Those are the critical things the annual campaign supports. And when we all come together to deliver on hitting that goal, so we give those dollars back out to our community, our neighbors, our friends that need that support, it creates a better us. It creates a stronger community. And that's why we continue to do this campaign. That's why the YMCA has been successful in this community for the last 150 years. And we got 150 more in us once this year passes.
You're just saying you're just getting started, right?
Yes, we're just getting started.
As you said, reach out to your local YMCA, go to the website. But Tim, you guys are doing some hard work as well. You said there's 300 plus volunteers that are going to be making phone calls, or what are you guys up to?
They're all meeting this week.
Okay.
Each of the 10 branches are meeting. We're trying to get out and meet with all of them. Vicki reminded me we have one tonight at the supportive housing, so we're going to kick that off at 6 o'clock tonight. But each group gets together, talks about their goal, talks about how they're going to reach out and raise those monies. So that's going on this entire week, and then we hit the street. We hit the phones. We talk to people that have supported us in the past, but we want new donors as well. So we're going to work it very hard for 30 days and be successful to get to that $1.6 million goal.
And if people don't get contacted, we just saw it. Just go to the website and have a chance you can donate via the website, which is great. Now, does each campus, do they have their own individual goals, or is it uniform for all the campuses?
Each campus has their own individual goal, Lou, based on just their population, in effect.
Makes sense.
So you're going to have a different goal for Grubb than you might have for Waukee. But and then you've got the Metro Board, which I sit on, that we've got a goal that helps support Grub, for example. You've got the Wellmark Y, which has their volunteer team that has their own goal. It all adds up to that total goal that we look at. The money's stay local, as Vicki said, so that's important. They might be spread amongst the various Ys, but it's really important for the overall community. And we've got a tremendous Y system here in Des Moines.
Yeah, you have to be proud.
Fantastic. All right, you heard it here, folks. Annual campaign is officially started February 1. Let's help make sure this, as you said, Vicki, goes another 150 years strong. Remind us that website one more time so people can get all the details.
dmymca.org/give.
And YMCA of Greater Des Moines, just want to congratulate you on the best place to swim in Des Moines, too. We were able to announce that just the other day, so that is awesome.
Great, thank you.
Great job.
Jackie, Lou, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
7:41. We will be right back. And what great music is happening around town? We're going to find out next with the great local music showcase. Chad's in next.